Good afternoon. My name is Sabrina Marshall, and I am a future member of KDP. Why join KDP, you may ask? Well, I think so many times in life, as early educators, we're looking for a place to belong. We're looking for a sense of self. And I think one of the things that we can do is join organizations that's bigger than us, that can give us guidance, that can give us leadership, and that also gives us a place to help spread our wings. KDP is one of those places. From everything that I'm looking at, KDP not only offers conferences, but they also offer articles that I could find in research. They offer a great resource for networking with other professionals in our field. And from what I see, it gives me a sense of belonging. Other like minded people who love education, who love children, who love working with children, and who wants to make sure that we're not only setting the next generation up for success, but keeping this present generation engaged. One of the things that I think about with KDP and using resources is to make sure that we are presenting professional development for our early childhood educators, whether it's in child development, or elementary, or a specialized skill like social studies or math, or even music teachers. I think that we need to make sure that we are encouraging them to do the best. For me, especially in early childhood education, I want to make sure that South Carolina and the United States is doing quality early childhood in our child development centers. With the background that I have of ITERS, ECRS, and SARS, all the environmental rating scales, the NAEYC, and about 20 years of experience in this field, I think it's important that we help build upon the foundation that we are better than babysitters. We are not the core that everyone think we are. We have such an ugly stigma of child development that I want to help change that and be able to show that in child development we can use local resources like DHEC, like the SNAP programs, like United Way. First Steps is a wonderful local one here that we can use, that we can show that we can help others advance in this field. And not only the children, but our parents. We can show them that we're not just here to watch your child, but we're here to be a part of your total family as a whole. One of the things that I see when I look at myself and how I can help advance careers and how I can help others in this department is to give back. Again, I have such a wide variety of it. I'm sorry, I'm nervous. Wide variety of experience in early childhood education. I want to make sure that the new ladies coming up and the new gentlemen coming up see this as a career, not just a job. And again, we have elementary education, but I'm really speaking about early childhood development, that this is a career for us. This is not just a job. That what we're doing is helping to prepare children to get to kindergarten, help to get them Head Start. We're giving them the foundational blocks that they need, the early literacy, the early cognitive skills, the early social emotional skills, the early affective skills, the early listening skills, everything that they need as the building block and the rocks that they need for their growth in public school or private school comes from us. And we need to make sure that we're validating our profession by getting education, by getting training, by knowing what we're supposed to do. One of my favorite sayings that God has given me in teaching early childhood development and even first grade and Head Start teachers, because I have over the years developed a wonderful relationship with a lot of the principals of the schools, and I'm getting to know the ones here since I moved to South Carolina. But one of my favorite sayings is you cannot be in child development unless you understand how a child develops. And I think that's why being a professional is so important. That's one of the things that KDP does. It validates our profession, that we are in this together, that this is a field that changes the world. Every doctor you know, every president you know, every lawyer you know, every janitor you know, every kitchen cook you know, all came through a teacher somewhere, all came through the educational system where our hands has touched them in some kind of a way. So I think it's vital that we be a part of what is going on in the world. One of the things that I think that we can do to help bring back some of our graduates is get them involved Get them involved in building local chapters if there's not one where they're at. Get them involved in coming back and teaching what they've learned, pouring back into the next generation, pouring back into not just the teachers but the children. Get them involved in recruiting others to come in. I think we could do a lot to retain who we are and to really show the world, guess what? We're here. We we shape the world and we're going to be okay because we teach. So what's your superpower? Thank you for considering me and I hope to be a part of KDP.